Hey there, it's Seb Frey the Realtor, and today I want to answer the burning question: why does the Zillow Zestimate suck so much for Silicon Valley homes? All right, before I get all into that, I want to ask you, please do me a favor. Would you, bam, mash that subscribe button right there and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you'll get notifications when I put up brand new, fun, interesting, and very informative videos just like this one. All right, so if you are a Bay Area homeowner, or maybe you're somebody who wants to buy a Bay Area home and you are familiar with that website Zillow, I am sure that you are aware of the Zillow Zestimate. And the Zestimate is Zillow's calling card. It's like their signature feature, right? It's like what first got people to go to Zillow wasn't the great selection of homes for sale. No, no, no. It was they wanted to see the Zestimate, the estimate of how much a particular home might be worth. And there's a lot of great stuff on Zillow. Don't get me wrong. I mean, they have historical trends and price appreciation charts going back years, and they have lots of different homes you can see on there. There is lots of cool stuff on Zillow. It's kind of like the gamification of real estate, and I can see why they have been so successful. So far be it for me to knock Zillow. But the big signature marquee feature is and always has been the Zillow Zestimate. Now, what is the Zillow Zestimate? Well, it's kind of like what is exactly in a can of Coca-Cola. Nobody knows because that is a proprietary formula and Zillow ain't talking. They're not telling you what it is that goes into the Zillow Zestimate. So we can never really know, but I do want to say that we know things about systems that are like Zillow, right? So there are many actual, systems out there which estimate how much a home is worth. If you go on to Redfin.com or Realtor.com, you can find an estimate of values on there. I like to go into comehome.com, check out comehome.com sometimes. They have a home value estimate automated system on there. And of course, billions of realtors have home estimate software on their websites. There's all kinds of platforms now which use these automated valuation models, or AVMs, to tell you how much a house is estimated to be worth. So Zillow is not unique in this at all, although they did have probably the first popular consumer-facing AVM out there. Now, AVMs existed before the Zillow's estimate, but it really sort of popularized it. Now, why is the Zillow's estimate so often wrong? Well, if you look in the fine print on the Zillow website, you will see where they say this tool should not actually be used to value your home. They say that, don't trust our estimate. They do suggest that you hire an appraiser or a realtor to help you figure out how much your home is worth. So, we must, be clear that Zillow says this right up front. This is unreliable. Sometimes I will say that the Zillow estimate is spot on. It is amazing sometimes how uncanny their estimate can be, given that they really don't know very much about the home at all. It's just a glorified computer algorithm. And to that, I would say that, you know what? Even a broken clock is right twice per day, right? Am I right? I think I'm right about that. So, sometimes Zillow is correct. And I don't know, I don't remember offhand what Zillow was saying. The average error rate is it 5%? Is it 8%? It's somewhere in that range. That's the average amount that the Zillow Zestimate is off. But sometimes, of course, it is off quite a bit more than that. Sometimes it's off by hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not uncommon. And in the past few years, I've even seen this thing where they have like a cute little robot. It goes, I must be missing something here because I don't understand why the price on this property, and this works for listed properties, why I don't understand why the price for the listed property is so far off from what the Zestimate thinks that it is. And, another funny little quirk of the Zillow system I've seen is that, let's just say Zillow is valuing a property at $1.7 million, right? And then the next day you list the house for $1.8 million. And all of a sudden, within hours, Zillow says, oh yeah, that home is actually worth $1.8 million. So apparently the list price of a home does have some impact on its worth, which isn't actually true, but that just shows you one of the foibles of the Zillow Zestimate. But the question was, at the beginning of this video, is why? Why does the Zillow Zestimate suck so bad for Bay Area homes? And I will tell you why. The reason why, I believe, is because the Bay Area real estate market consists primarily of older homes, right? And most of these homes were built quite some time ago. And in that time, these neighborhoods where these homes are located, they have changed, right? So, some homes have been really kept up. Some homes have not been really kept up. Some homes have been significantly improved. Some homes have, not improved really at all since the day that they were born, constructed, I should say. And so there's a great variety really in the housing stock, and Zillow is just going basically by averages. I mean, I have a guess of how it works, and I think it works like this. I think Zillow is now pretty good at finding specific areas. Like they'll try to comp you on the same side of the freeway, right? Or the same side of the railroad track, or the same side of a body of water, right? They're going to try to do that. And I believe they're going to try to look for homes which are, similar age to yours and similar square footage. And then, using that, they're going to come up with, an average price per square foot. And they're going to apply that to your house. But the thing is that what is average, right? I mean, so many homes in the Bay Area are nowhere near the average. They're way in excess of the average or way behind the average. And oftentimes the average that they are using, you got to understand, these are recent sales, right? So, it's kind of random which homes are selling recently at any one given time. So even if you're using an average price per square foot of similar homes, right? Some of these homes could be more similar or less similar at different times. And so you're going to find that the Zillow Zestimate, sometimes it does do a pretty good job. But I just think that the housing stock is just too varied, not in just the quality or the condition or the upgrades, but even the floor plan or even the views, right? Or even what the house across the street is like. I mean, there are so many factors which there's just no way Zillow could really ever take into account all those factors for it to come up with a Zestimate that you can certainly rely upon. And for that reason, if you do want to know what your home is worth, there's really only one way to know absolutely 100% for sure what your home is worth, and that is to actually put it up for sale and sell it and see what the open market brings you. And after you've had your home exposed to the market, you had several thousand people looking at it online and dozens or hundreds seeing it in person. Who comes up with the most money for your house? That is exactly how much your home is worth. But if you'd like to get an idea of what your home is worth before you put your home up for sale, because perhaps you want to know before you begin the process what you can likely expect to get out of it, you cannot, under any circumstances, rely on the Zillow Zestimate for that, because it could be tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars off here in the Bay Area. For that, you would want to hire an appraiser or perhaps a realtor. Now, an appraiser, appraisers are generally speaking very conservative because they are always looking in the past, right? They're looking at past sales. And sometimes, markets are very rapidly appreciating, like a market like, this one that we're in right now. And it is difficult to know what your property is worth today because, there are recent sales in your neighborhood that haven't closed yet, for example, that are quite a bit higher than the past sales would indicate that they were going to sell for. So for that reason, rather than hiring an appraiser and paying, $400, $500, $600 to have your home appraised, you could just invite a realtor over to talk to you about how much is likely to go for in this market, in this rapidly appreciating, very fast moving market. Not only that, but you could also get the realtor to tell you what it could be worth if you did X, Y, or Z improvements to your home, such as, painting, flooring, landscaping, replacing appliances, maybe cabinets and counters, windows. There's all kinds of things that you could do. And you would want to meet with a realtor to give you a cost-benefit analysis. Like if you do this, it's going to pay you, twice what the investment is. If you do this, it's going to pay you 5 or 10 times. You really want to know what those are so you can think strategically about what you can do to increase the price of your home beyond what it is worth in its current state today if you just put it on the market and strictly as is without doing anything to it. So All right, well, that's my little pitch for using a realtor to help you figure out how much your home is worth. I do hope you enjoyed that little segment of it. And also, I hope that I brought you some understanding of why there's no way that Zillow can really know how much your house is worth in this crazy fast appreciating real estate market, or even in a fast depreciating market. It's very hard for Zillow to say. All right, well, listen, thank you so much again for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. And again, please do me a favor, smash that subscribe button right there and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get updates or notified whenever I put up a really cool, fun video just like this one. All right, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.